Hello, welcome. I'm Courtney, and we're going to do power yoga today. So please grab your mat and set yourself up in a child's pose to begin. So take your time to drop your hips back toward your heels. It might feel nice to move a little bit here. Check in with your body. Notice what's going on right now. And start to deepen your breathing. So it's really important that we establish deep breath and maintain deep breathing throughout practice as much as possible. So once you've established that deep breath, start to make your way up and press back into a down dog. So we'll just warm up the body a bit here, pedal out your feet, lengthen the backs of the legs. It might feel good to move in other ways as well. Feel free to add those movements into your practice. And as you are in your down dog, just moving, adjusting, maintaining that deep, steady, rhythmic breath in and out of your nose. Now from down dog, walk your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, lift halfway. So you want to create a long spine here. Tailbone to crown of head, one long line of energy. If you're feeling pretty strong today, try reaching your arms out to either side, kind of like you have wings. And if that's still feeling okay, reach your arms forward. Make sure you're really lifting your abdomen though here so that you're maintaining long, low back. Now next breath out, lower yourself down over your legs, walk your hands forward, return to that down dog position. With an in-breath, raise your right leg up and back. Try not to lift your hip too much. Exhale, tap your toes back down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Inhale, lift, lifting from that inner thigh. And as you exhale, shift forward, bring that right knee to your chest. Inhale, lower your knee toward the floor. Exhale, lift it back up high. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, try to contract your abdominals. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, push the floor away. Now breathe in back to that three-legged dog. Exhale, set your right foot back down. So moving into the second side. When you're ready, inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, drop. Inhale, raise your leg. Exhale, lower. Now this time, inhale, lift. As you breathe out, shift forward into plank. Bring your knee to your chest. Inhale, lower your knee toward the floor. Exhale, push the floor away. Lift your knee high. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. And exhale, set that left foot down to the floor. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, all the breath out, step or jump to the top. Inhale to that half lift. And exhale, fold. Breathe in, rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, lower your hands. Feet about hips width distance for this. Inhale, come into chair pose. As you exhale, sweep your arms back, half chair. Inhale, reach them forward and up, lift your chest. Exhale, lean forward, make sure you're lifting your abdomen. Inhale, full chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, half chair, Ardha Utkatasana. Inhale, lean back, reach through your arms. And this time, hold your chair. So get a little lower if you can. Weight in your heels. And I know I sound like a broken record, but keep drawing the abdominal wall back. Next time you breathe out, fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, walk your feet back, plank pose, the first of a few today. So just take a moment here. You can always drop to your knees if you need to. If you want to add on, shift your hips side to side in your plank. So that'll really help you to start to engage your side abdominal muscles, the side obliques. Then shift back to center. Lower yourself down to the ground. Press into the tops of your feet. Legs are really active here. As you breathe in, lift your chest without using your arms. Exhale, lower back down. Again, inhale, come up. And exhale, release. Do that a few more times. So now you're working your spinal muscles. Legs, of course, are active, but we're really kind of taking the arms out of the equation here. Now, the next time you breathe in, lift your chest and hold there. Float your hands off the ground. Draw your elbows toward your side ribs and powerfully reach your chest forward. Good. Deep breath. Maybe another. Then set your hands down. Bring your hands by your sides, forehead to the floor. Just let all of that go for a moment. Now making our way into Sphinx pose. For this, we'll bring the forearms to the ground, elbows under the shoulders. You can always slide them forward too if that helps release your low back. Now in your Sphinx, it might feel good to turn your head a bit here. Make sure you're lifting your abdominal wall and pressing into all 10 of your toenails. Moving into forearm plank, interlace your fingers. Curl your toes, lift your knees, your hips off the floor. Try to keep your hips level with your shoulders as much as possible. And I'm going to say it again, lift your abdominal wall. So, so important. Now hold here, maintain the breath. And when you are ready, walk your feet closer to your elbows, lift your hips, dolphin pose. And feel that you're pressing your thighs back in dolphin and reaching your heels toward the floor. Now from dolphin, you can always set your knees down if you need to, or just simply press into the hands, straight elbows, transitioning to down dog. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, bend knees, walk or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, big circle of your arms. And exhale, return to center. Inhale, bend your knees, come back into chair pose. Exhale to that half chair, lean forward, arms back. Hold this shape for a moment. And as you do so, try to straighten your elbows. Try to squeeze the backs of your upper arms a bit, shoulder blades away from your ears. Next breath out, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back. Come up into a high crescent lunge. So arms overhead, big breath in. As you exhale, drop that left knee to hover, lower your arms. Inhale, lift your knee, reach your arms up. Exhale, slow and steady. Bend, lower, hover. Inhale, just as slowly lift up. Good. So you're welcome to stay with me or move at a pace that works for you. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Keep that back knee down though. Reach just your arms overhead. And hold here. Lengthen your tailbone toward the floor. Draw your pubic bone up toward your navel center. So you're engaging your low belly. Next breath out, bring your hands down. Step into down dog. Inhale, come forward, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Once again, walk your elbows forward. Interlace your fingers. Curl your toes. Lift your kneecaps, your hips. Find that forearm plank again. Wonderful posture for the body. Then walk your feet in, lift your hips back into that dolphin pose. Inhale, shift forward, forearm plank. Exhale, push back to dolphin. Do that a few times. So I call these dolphin push-ups. Basically, dolphin to forearm plank a few times. And as you do that, really hug your outer upper arms in toward each other. And once more, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, push back. Then transition back to down dog. Again, knees down if needed, or come right into the pose. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, all the breath out, walk or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, interlace your fingers at your low back here. Breathe in, lift your chest, and as you breathe out, fold over your legs. Keep that interlace of your fingers as you lift your hands away from your lower back. Then release your hands down. Step your right foot back. Inhale, come up, high crescent lunge. As you breathe out, lower your arms, drop your right knee to hover. Inhale, lift up, reach to sky. And we do that about 4 more times. Again, feel free to move at a pace that works for you. But we are trying to slow this down. Sometimes we think fast movements are harder. But I find in yoga, when we move slowly, it helps to strengthen the body more. And it helps to really strengthen the mind. Now exhale, bend, lower, hover. Inhale, reach just your arms up and pause here. So again, tailbone down, pubic bone up, chest forward. Try to get to a place where you feel some discomfort. And just be aware of that discomfort. Then lower your hands down, next breath out, step into down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower down to the ground. The Sphinx pose. Interlace your fingers. You probably know where we're going now. Lift your knees, lift your hips, forearm plank. From there, press back into dolphin. Walk your feet in closer if you can in your dolphin. And as you breathe in, raise your right leg to the sky. Hold here. So we're in a tripod dolphin essentially. Belly firm. We're lifting from that right inner thigh. Almost like you could go into a forearm balance here if you would like to do that. Then change sides. We lift the left leg. Again, hold. Spinning the inner thigh up. Core active. Then lower your left foot back down to the ground. Set your knees down and come back to where we started, child's pose. Just take a moment here. Longer if you need it. Remember, this is your practice. You can always pause the video, take extra rest. And when you're ready, find your way back into down dog. We just have one more standing portion here. Walk or jump your feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up, reach to sky. Exhale, return center. We'll turn to face the side of the mat. Walk your feet wide as though you're doing a warrior two. Turn your toes out and your heels in. Then sit low into your legs. And as you do that, push your knees outward. Then create goalposts in your arms. Lift one heel off the floor. Then try lifting the other. And if you're feeling pretty stable today, lift both heels and hold there. So a little bit of balance, a little bit of opening, lots of strength. Be aware of what your mind is telling you. And when you're ready, straight legs. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands back to your hips. Adjust and return to the top of your mat. Exhale all of your breath out. Next inhalation, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hinge at your hip creases and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, walk it back to plank pose. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. You're welcome to stay with cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Now you can hop forward or you can set your knees down. Bring your legs out in front of you. Knees bent, slowly lower yourself down to the ground. Feet about, hips width distance apart. Set up for bridge pose. Setu Bandha Sarvagasana. When you feel ready, lift your hips off the floor. Interlace your fingers if you would like. Press into your inner heels. And pretend like you have something between your inner knees. So you're hugging your inner thighs toward each other. Now lift your chest a bit more. Lift your hips a bit more if you can. And the next time you breathe out, just gently release out of bridge. Stay aware of what you feel. Cross your left leg over your right. Then drop your knees to the right side, coming into a twist. Also releasing the right hip and right side low back. And unwind from the twist. We'll change sides. Right thigh over left. Drop your knees to the left side. Deep breath. And next inhalation, release out of the twist. Uncross your legs, adjust here if needed. And when you feel ready, come into Shavasana, final rest. Close your eyes. Relax your breathing. Relax your body. Napoleon Hill said, "Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle." Now, when you feel ready, start to move your body gently. No rush here. Arms overhead, stretch out. And bring your knees into your chest. Roll to one side, come up to seated. And place your hands together at your heart, close your eyes. Then take your hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. Hands to mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending this positive energy to all beings everywhere.